could be shown to in the physical universe. If they do, if one day physics finds a use for them, that's great. But if not, that's great too. That would mean that we have, with this brain, a tiny thing, a septillion times smaller than the tiny planet it lives on. Discovered something true. If they do, if one day physics finds a use for them, that's great. But if not, that's great too. It's not exactly clear whether they even truly exist or could be shown to in the physical universe. If they do, if one day physics finds a use for them, that's great. But if not, that's great too. That would mean that we have, with this brain,
God, I gotta click all the things. I missed my stream deck. It's just a push of a button.
He's got a big old stream deck.
I do. I miss my stream deck.
He loves touching his deck.
And we're live. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning.
Good morning.
It is Sunday at 8:45 a.m. on March the 27th, or the 27th of March if you live in the Heathen Lands. And we're going to play some D&D.
Time zone caught up, by the way.
Oh, good. Yeah, because I think, you guys were like a week or two behind us, like everything else. Wow. It's been a weekend. So yeah, we'll play some D&D. For whomever is watching the stream, I am not on camera today because my house almost exploded and I am currently at my parents' house. So, bear with me. So we'll do a couple quick introductions and do a recap, and then we will get into some playing. So, first and foremost, tell us about Corbin. Corbinosity. The Corbin Show.
Corbinosity, the reincarnated Dragonlord in the body of a tiny 3.5 foot tall gnome. He fights with his bare hands and wears a kilt. He's a fighter barbarian, and he recently found out that the Dragonlords kind of betrayed him as he was trying to make peace, and now he's on a mission to try and restore the peace and figure out what the heck's going on in this crazy place that he's found himself in.
Yeah, and he is, whoever is watching this for the first time, he has what is known as the Napoleon Complex. Demetrius.
Not that complex.
Demetrius is a centaur paladin, the Oath of Conquest, who was a former slave. He became a gladiator and won his freedom in the arena, then spent his days roaming, becoming a drunk. And after that, he started recovering from alcoholism. And now he's on a mission to slay the giant red dragon that burnt his tribe to a crisp. And in so doing, he's learning about the state of the world and all sorts of other affairs that he cares about now too.
Yeah. Oh, right, Arcadia.
Arcadia.
I am trying, Maggots. Trying very hard.
I'm gonna wait for that to stop. Oh wow, it's not.
Wow,
anyway.
It's a horse.
It's really had to go.
It's a horse.
God. Thank you. Yes. Arcadia. Arcadia is a ranger rogue. Stop it! God. Arcadia is a ranger rogue. She's also an Amazon barbarian who wishes she could get her hands around Engorgio's neck right now. She is 19 years old. Grown up on the isolated island of Themis. Not very familiar with the ways of men. Prefers to keep her distance from her enemies and her and people in general. And as they're heading back to Astoria, her father is the king of Astoria, who is also the god of battle. She is not looking forward to seeing him.
Yes, dear old Pythor. He likes cheesy potatoes. And last but not certainly not least, Kamos.
Kamos is a highborn human wizard with a goth aesthetic, going with his doomed epic path.
Alright. So, we had some fun last week. Arcadia, could you recap us, see play?
Okay, so we started off with Kamos asking the Watcher of the Necropolis, his name is Damon, about Ophelia, who is a spirit trapped in a book made out of human skin. When he shows him the book, he gets a feeling of dread and several images flash across his mind. He sees a younger woman who starts off as an apprentice wizard. Towards her middle age, she gains power and starts killing people, or beings, creatures. And she fights someone that eventually we realize is Demetria, who is Versi's sister. She has green skin tone, dark green hair, bright green eyes. She's beautiful and younger looking, but you get the impression she is quite old. Who captures Ophelia, skins her alive for murdering her family, and turns her into the book. When Camos suggests freeing her, he gets images of, if he does so, the world will be destroyed. So he decides to keep the book with him. And when Camos also asks Damon if he knows anything about his doomed fate, he gets the image of Demetria. Then we go to investigate the remaining tombs. The first we come across is that of Ochos Archelander, Oathsworn of Hexia. And the murals depict the man leading an army of hoplites in several clashes against the centaurs in the grasslands. And behind him fighting, you see a great green dragon. So Arcadia asks Kyra about Hexia because she was told that Hexia was the green dragon who stole her mother. Kyra says, have you ever heard the phrase, Hades hath no fury like a woman scorned? And it turns out that she had a relationship with Pythor.
What's up, Sean?
And he broke her heart. So any lovers that he has disappear, and she takes them. And he has an oath to not interfere, which is why he hasn't gone and rescued Arcadia's mother or any of the other possible lovers that Hexia has. At this point, Arcadia tries to get Demetrius as an ally against Hexia, saying that she slayed the centaurs, but he doesn't seem interested. That he's more interested in the red dragon who burned his tribe. And Kyra says, good luck, those are the mean ones. The next one is Lysis Archelander. The mural displays the brutal behavior of a king with a glint of madness in his eyes, and you find out that he was the former king of Astoria, and Pythor overthrew him once he had enough of his murder and torture. Demetrius says, not the first Dragonlord to do something extreme. And Kyra says, won't be the last, I'm sure, and looks at Corbin, who looks at her. The next tomb is of Isidore Horath, and murals depict an athletic woman of regal bearing in competition, and always at her side is a man in a black cloak. We find out that is Damon. She was not a Dragonlord, but the granddaughter of Xander. Damon was her chief advisor, and she ruled over the Dragonlords. When she died, Damon retreated from life and came to the necropolis to be its guardian and to watch over her in particular. Then Demetrius asks Kyra if a god has ever been defeated by a Dragonlord. And she says no. He asks her if someone stronger than them can slay them. And she said, it has never happened in the history of the gods. But he can tell she's not being exactly honest. The next tomb is Nicholas Phobos, Blessed of Sidon. And the tomb is in really good condition compared to most of the others. The murals are bright. The images on the murals depict a man who is equal parts sailor and king, and you see him wearing a breastplate with the sign of Sidon. So Demetrius wants to get into the tomb, and is not successful at first. Kyra also explains that Nicholas was the last of the Dragonlords who ruled and died about 100 years ago. And at that point, the Dragonlord order had long been corrupt, so he swore fealty to Sidon as a symbolic gesture of peace, earning Sidon's blessing, and so the Order of Sidon modeled themselves after Nicholas's example. So finally, after several attempts by different pairs of people, Demetrius uses his crowbar and finally moves the stone. He does a little dance, waves his weapon in the air, and shouts to the heavens, "Aha, Sidon, you see this? You cannot stop me!" And then as soon as he enters the tomb, poof, he disappears. Camos realizes it's a teleportation trap. And after about 10 minutes, during which actually Corbin enters the tomb and nothing happens, when he enters the tomb, Demetrius suddenly reappears. He's completely knocked out and bloodied beyond all disbelief. We find out that when he crossed the threshold, he was zapped and ended up in a room where he smelled and heard the sea. And sitting on a throne and standing up was a man who looks at him and accuses him of desecrating Nicholas's tomb. And Demetrius cannot deny it. Demetrius asks if he is Sidon, and the man says yes. When he tries to ask him questions, the man holds his hands up, electricity pulses through it, and he throws it at Demetrius, who starts running, and gets fried.
Unlimited
Nicodemus revives him
power.
with the healing word. And Amitrus did mention that Sidon has some sort of kind of thing on his forehead, a red eye. We put the rock back, thanks to Nicodemus, who helps Demetrius. He's shapes into a draft horse. So Demetrius is quite shaken to his core. He is not interested in looking in any more tombs, so he gathers the Minotaur's body, Graxus the Butcher, and he waits by Damon. Next is Rhysson Phobos, Oathsworn of Sabacharax. And this is indeed a female Dragonlord. She is an imposing woman. Her mural features great battles. She is riding a mithril dragon. And the main panel depicts her trampling over a group of formidable-looking minotaurs. And there are 6 minotaur skeletons arranged like guardians around the sarcophagus. It turns out that this woman was Xander's main rival, and Kyra really misses her. She came to Phylea when everyone else did, and was largely responsible for the defeat of the Minotaur armies in the First War, and she was trying to avenge Corbin. So she was under the impression that the Minotaurs were the reason why Corbin died. But then the other murals seem to imply that the Gigans, or the Cyclops, were the reason why Corbin died. So there's a lot of intrigue. The next tomb is Cosmo Phobos, son of Rhysson Phobos, the woman we just saw, second Oathsworn of Valmetria. And there's not much detail on the outside of the tomb, but when you look inside, there's a slick black substance that appears to shift and quiver, and we just don't want to mess with that. Arcadia points out that this is interesting because he is the son of the person who was Xander's main rival, yet he ended up with Xander's former dragon. So last one is Adonis Newer Dragon, Oathsworn of Raspitrion, most beautiful of the Dragonlords, if but his sword work had been as beautiful. So you get the impression this guy was just a pretty boy, and they said he was wearing a suit of armor that was more ornamental than practical. So then Corbin asked Damon if we are allowed to return. Damon cocks his head, and we get a searing pain on our left wrist. We see a coin burn mark, which disappears as quickly as it appears. Then Demetrius goes up to Damon, and he says, well, I didn't give you permission to brand me, creature. And he says, hey, Damon, you're an asshole. And as soon as he says asshole, he almost tries to give him a shove, but it's too late. And Demetrius feels immense cold, and some of his life drained away, and he loses consciousness.
Again.
So, again, that's true. So he was first zapped by lightning, and now he is frozen by cold. Arcadia says to Damon, we appreciate your assistance, and tries to leave, but it turns out that he is demanding a sacrifice from us. Arcadia at first tries to get Klaus, but he won't let them go across the bridge, so we end up sacrificing Sapphire. So as we're leaving, we pass by the arms of Kentamane, the 100-handed god. Most of us, except for Kamos, notice the arms have changed position. Arcadia, again, as she did on the way in, kneels by the base of a hand and presses something into the dirt. Demetrius warns her, you should be careful. You do not want the 100-handed's attention. Those who do often become warlocks or worse. Now it's mid-afternoon. We almost get to the main road when it gets dark. Demetrius finds a nice grassy knoll and makes a proper grave for the Minotaur, makes a cross, and scribbles in it in Sylvan Graxus the Butcher. Again, Arcadia works on something metal before going to sleep. And we wake up, and we have gained new powers as we level up to 4.
Yay!
Trying out his new powers. Corbin goes up to Demetrius and tries to shove him, and nothing happens. And then he comes up to Kalmos, the wizard, and he fails again. Well, we notice
Napoleon
that
complex.
Demetrius has lightning scars across his horse body, and he has bald spots, one of which is in the shape of a mustache, which looks like that one will grow back. But they talk about how, Demetrius and Corbin talk about how the gods may not be bad. They have, of course, they think they're on the right side of history as well. So that's what is so interesting about this campaign, is there's no black and white. After Arcadia finishes her last watch and sees that everyone is okay, she goes off where people can't see her, and a beam of light comes from the sky. Demetrius runs over, and you discover that she has a metallic bird called a Stimpy. And her Stimpy's name is Nyx.
Ah,
I'm going to skip the part where I was abused by people asking what Nyx could do, and they're like, "Oh, like Sapphire. Oh, like Billy. Oh, like Sapphire. Oh, like Billy." Nyx is her own
The people
bird.
being Engorgio himself, by the way, not us.
Yeah. Yes, that's true. Yes, thank you. Starting off, I haven't had my coffee yet. I said it. Okay, so anyway, as we're walking by, we have a menagerie now with Klaus, an ass, an owl, an eagle, and the rest of us. We hear the music of a lute, which Kyra recognizes as one of her stolen instruments. Corbin tells her it would be our pleasure to help her retrieve it, although Demetrius wants us to act just like she does and stand in the background and say stupid shit. But we walk into a clearing with a warm summery breeze, and you see an animated mound of thorny vines and laurel leaves that's swaying back and forth as if dancing to the gentle tune played upon a lute by a satyr named Zephyrus. Kyra talks with him. He ignores her. He says that she was part of a troupe of bards called the Four Winds, and they kicked her out because she sucked at playing music, and says her real name is Nina. Demetrius suggests a contest, but we decide that's not a great idea. So Zephyrus sings a song that explains. Oh, he tells us that the Four Winds were down a harp player and found Nina playing her harp on the side of the road near Mitros. They took pity on her, but she kept on pulling out a book and writing in it, "Guardian this and Satyr this." Interesting. I don't know what a guardian is. Thought I'd point that out. And thinking she was the best of all of them, so they left her when she was sleeping. He is there to pay respects to his god Astaphanes, who has largely been forgotten by the mortals. So then he starts to sing a song about a mortal who stole Astaphanes, who is the sun god, stole his chariot and flew too close to the sun. As he's singing the song, we all feel tired, and when we reawaken, we are all restrained by vines. At this point, Zephyrus has moved past us and says he cannot risk us knowing more about Astaphanes and telling mortals about him, so we must die. So he leaves us to fight the shambling mound. So we are in the middle of this battle. And let's see if there's any... We find out that it's resistant to fire because Camos casts Firebolt. Nyx has gone off chasing after Zephyrus, so we don't know where they are. Demetrius divine smites him for 44 hit points. That was amazing. But then Kyra points her wand and 20 gems shoot out and does 30 hit points of bludgeoning damage. So there are 20 gems sitting on the lying on the ground, which look like they're worth something. At one point, the mound eats Corbin. He gets out. But it's so funny. As he's in there, though, the mound opens its mouth and tries to eat Arcadia as well. And all she does, she looks inside and sees Corbin, and he mouths the word dodge at her. And the last thing is that Nicodemus casts Fairy Fire on the mound, and we are engaged in the middle of battle. And we are on Wednesday, day 13, 3 days before Honora is set to be sacrificed.
Nice. Great recap, once again. Okay. Combat. I think we just jump right into it, yeah? So, Camos.
Oh, yes. So, I'm at the top of the order. The only thing we're fighting is a shambling mound. It doesn't like, it doesn't mind fire, so I should try electricity, right?
Okay.
No, I'm kidding, man. For starters, I don't have anything, and I'm pretty sure, out of game. I'm kind of waking up here. Does anybody have any suggestions for me?
Just hit it with a cantrip.
Oh, you mean firebolt? Sure.
I
you got it.
think, yeah, I think
Or
all he
maybe
has is
push it
fire.
around. I don't know if it's too big for that.
Yeah, instead of slowing stuff down, I'm just gonna pass my turn. Wait for another enemy. If something
Are you-
else shows up, I'll shoot it with a firebolt.
You could have at least just shot it.
Okay, fine. I'll shoot it.
Only resistant to fire, not immune to fire.
Okay.
I think.
Don't you have like that
That's
stone
true.
throw cantrip? Similar.
I could clean it up with prestidigitation.
You never know.
Yes.
Backwind boys.
And I hit.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
You didn't like that.
Partially resistant. Got it. Okay. Pass
That's
my turn.
loud.
And everybody, don't forget we all have inspiration, and Camos, don't forget you have your portent rolls.
I move to within 10 feet of it,
Did you do those?
and I am going to attack it.
Alright. Rawr, rawr.
Then as a bonus action, then I'm going to move 5 feet backwards. I think I'm not locked to the grid or something, right? Yes, thank you. And ends my turn.
Alright, the mound. I want to see Corbin. Just feeling a little gnome
Can't really
action.
blame it.
Feeling a little gnome action today.
Ow.
And, he eats you.
Oh shit.
No.
Again. Nom 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 nom.
Now, does Corbin kicking around in him give me sneak attack or not?
No.
I mean, that was a pretty good question.
It is, but no.
All right.
Could
well,
always
she's
hold
going
your attack.
That's just
True.
being hopeful. Okay, what is all?
I'm gonna see what happens. If I hear Corbin yell, then I know I shouldn't shoot him with him in it. Alright, I think I'm gonna stay where I am, or maybe I'll move a little over here. What is this? Is that a cliff or a chasm that's going across the northwest?
It's a cliff that goes up.
Oh, so if I move to the west, I'm gaining an elevation, so I'm looking down at the mound. Like
Go,
here?
yeah, yes. Yes.
Okay, great. Okay, good. There's a cliff in between me and the mound. Okay, I'm gonna pass my turn.
Fuck!
Is going to use Thorn Whip.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
But he's not going to drag
Ooh.
the creature, he's just going to hit it.
Oh, God, that was good, Baron. Thank you for that. 25 months in a row.
30 feet, okay.
Damn, son. Thank you, sir. And for the heart attack. That was a good one.
Hey,
Nice.
and then he is going to end his turn.
Kyra is gonna cheer. Yay, you can do it.
Beatrice will yell back, Kyra, this is your fight, come on. Help us.
Corbin will attempt to climb out of the shambling mound again.
All right, it is DC 14.
On athletics or strength?
Athletics. Why do you have advantage?
Because I'm raging.
Oh, because you're raging. Yeah, you break out.
Hoorah.
Boom. Schmo, that was my subscription letting me know someone subscribed to the thing. And people like to give me a heart attack, so that's why I have it up like that. Because it gets me every freaking time.
I am going to risk getting attacked and try to run away.
Alright.
It's not running away, it's tactical retreat.
Oh yeah, sorry.
Ah, you actually make it.
And that's good for me. Bravely, tactically retreating. And I'll yell that to Demetrius as I run by. This tactical retreat is a good idea.
Nico.
Nico is going to move over here. And he doesn't have cure wounds. He only has healing word. What a guy.
Oh, gone.
Okay.
Because he's bare Nico now.
Yeah, healing word kind of sucks. He's going to... Is he still within 30 feet? Yeah, I'll move him up here instead. He's going to Thorn Whip again.
That would be with the -2.
Okay.
Not that it's going to matter, but, you know, semantics. Yeah, I didn't think it'd really matter.
And turn.
Arcadia fires another bolt at a safe distance.
Oh. I need to kill him.
Nice.
You hear Kyra yell, that still only counts as one. And you are...
One what?
One kill. And you are out of combat.
What is she talking about? Arcadia doesn't know what she's talking about.
Alright, we're out of combat. Yay!
Well, since we're here, Arcadia wants to look around that clearing.
Corbin will go up to Kyra and apologize for not being able to save her instrument.
It's okay.
Nico will move up and try to see if there's any loot inside of this creature. Cut it open and stuff.
Arcadia's gonna pick up those gems that are on the ground.
Alright.
Wait, gems?
Yes,
What
did you
the
listen to
gems?
my recap? I pointed
I
it out.
did. I did.
She did point it
But,
out.
I was distracted
What was
by
I
the
looking at?
sounds
Oh,
and,
Shambling Mound.
details.
Yes, I don't blame you. I don't blame you.
Let me see here. Let's find this thing. Maybe it's this one. Maybe it's in this. Probably not. Of course not. It's in one of these.
It said it was 20 gems.
Yes.
Should have said 50.
There were 8,000 gems. There was a
There's
diamond with 300 gold pieces
there-
along with a revivify scroll.
There's 20 gems worth 1 gold each.
Fine. Okay. That's almost half a healing potion.
Yeah. Maybe. Oops, not that. Tables. Let's do tables. Where's my table? Where's my table? Tables. Of course it is in there. Let's see what Nico finds. Nico finds 4 shambling branches and a shambling vine.
I'm sure he's delighted.
Okay, I will put that in party sheet. But
Arcadia, no.
okay.
Well, I'm just gonna say I'd look around. Arcadia would look around these ruins.
Yeah, give us an investigation. Yeah, so looking around, you notice that there is some kind of like statue, almost kind of buried in the ground. You think maybe if you spent like maybe 20-30 minutes, you could clear it out.
Corbin's kind of bored while they're searching, so he's gonna whip out his bagpipes and start playing. Since
How
it's
big
a
is the statue?
It's big. Like
Well, I start
big.
using Mage Hand to clear it out also.
Okay.
I will go and complain about Corbin's playing.
You will get a screech in the ear when you go to complain.
Uh,
I'm singing "Every Rose Has Its Thorn."
Where is my images?
Corbin, please stop. I bet he rolled like shit again.
He did.
Someday you'll appreciate Corbin's music.
Yeah, but that day is not today.
Alright, do you want to spend the time clearing out the statue?
Sure, if Camos is there helping me, I'm kind of curious.
Okay.
There's a reason why this guy was here.
So, yeah, you take the time, you dig it out, you dig the statue out, and it looks like this. And engraved on the bottom is if you look on your left-hand side at the top, that language, that is what is written or carved in the bottom of that statue.
What's that now?
That looks like a
Jeez.
statue of Steve.
Wait, I'm not seeing. You're
I'm
saying
not seeing
there's
the language you're talking about.
I'm not seeing. Yeah.
The name of the map. You should be able to see
Oh.
it.
Tau, Epsilon,
Got it.
Rho, Alpha, Voc.
I'm wondering if that says
It's all Greek to me.
Stophanus. I wonder if that's a Stophanus. That looked like an E. I bet you that is. But I don't know if Arcadia would know that. It probably is a Stophanus.
I'd like to make a history check.
Sure.
Mutualist.
Oh, is that little E-peen showing up? I thought I covered it up.
You did,
Oh, okay.
but amateurs can see it.
Kamos, you know that this is a language of old, but you're not exactly sure what it means.
Is it celestial?
Sure, it's just a language of old I don't recognize.
I figure it's celestial out of character because that's what Steve spoke. But Amateurs doesn't know what celestial is. He will ask Kyra. Kyra, can you read this?
I can.
Do you know what does it say?
I do know what it says.
Yes. Can you tell us?
Can I? I could.
Yeah, you know what? You're very welcome, by the way, for helping you out with this satyr and this monster.
Oh yeah, where's my loot?
You want loot? I think there's and Amateurs leans over into the corpse of the branch and pulls out what appears to be like a green blob that's oozing slime that would probably be his heart. And it's like, how about this?
I meant the loot that the satyr was playing, you dumb horse.
Oh, that. I thought you were talking about loot. Well, we're on it.
Corbin
Now,
will
why
say,
does that guy think it's his loot, not yours?
Oh, have you ever met a satyr before? They think everything's theirs.
Racism aside, do you have any better answers?
Well, honestly, that is how satyrs are. Demetrius says to Kemos. They don't understand possession like you and I do. As far as they are concerned, when you take something, it belongs to you. Until someone else takes it.
Vulcan made the instruments for me, and I gave it to him because he needed something to play, and he took off with it.
Corbin will apologize again. Very sorry. Ignore the horse.
I'm going to eat this thing that I looted.
Ooh,
It kind of looks like spinach.
it does.
Does it taste gross?
It does. Give me a con save.
Like a wheatgrass shot, except times 20.
Oh yeah. You projectile vomit it up
Ugh, gross.
all
Yeah,
over,
I
all
never
over,
heard those.
all over the statue.
Oh shit.
Oh,
And
no.
and as you do that, you notice just for a split second, the sun goes dark.
Arcadia goes to Camos and said, could you please, prestidigitate that? It's the first time you've ever heard her say please.
I'm in shock for starters. And what needs cleaning up here? Oh, the puke. Yeah, I take
Yeah,
care
off
of
the
that.
statue.
Oh, yeah.
It's Amitrius' destiny to piss off the gods.
And right quick, I meant to say this when you guys were looking at the statue. Give me a perception, everyone. Whomever was looking at it, which I think was everyone.
Looking at the statue?
Yeah, when you were originally looking at it.
So Amitrius is going to dig into his choice, and he said, "Yeah, it really cleans out the gut. I feel like a lot better now. No more toxins."
And so everyone except for Demetrius, you notice on that statue that there was a very thick mustache.
Is it carved in there, or is it like put on there by somebody?
It was carved into it, like it was like part of the statue. Like whenever they made the statue, the creator put that mustache on there.
I think there's something important on the fact that the only body hair on this whole entire being is the mustache.
Well, that's the ugliest statue and the ugliest god I've ever seen. Let's get the hell out of this place.
Well, Estophanes does sound like a Steve. Steve. Has Nyx returned yet?
She has, or it has. Sorry.
And she comes over to Arcadia, and all you hear is a series of mechanical clicks and buzzes, and Arcadia listens to it. And what does Nyx tell her in terms of where Zephyrus went?
Corbin, no, because it only took him about 30 minutes to do. Arcadia, she told you, like clicking, that Zephyrus went to, like, once he went down the path, he went away from Astoria, like back towards the forest.
Okay. I tell the others that.
Oh well, seems like we're getting it fluid another time.
We could try to track him for a little while.
Come on, we have important business.
We still have 3 days.
We have 3 days. Why don't Arcadia's gonna go over and see if she can see his tracks. She's gonna ask Nyx to, let's see if
I think she would have. Nick's the range is a mile, right?
Mm-hmm. Yes.
So,
Yeah.
so it'd have been a mile out there, then a mile back. So he's at least 2 miles away by now. Into the forest.
Well, the other.
I'll ask Kira if
That's
she
true.
knows where he might be going.
If I knew that, do you think I would have been pissy?
Why do I always get roped into this stuff?
I'm not roping you into anything. You can do whatever you want.
Why didn't you use your god powers to just blast him right away?
Maybe I can't.
Why not?
Have you ever heard of a thing called an oath?
What kind of oath did you take with him?
Friendly oath that we wouldn't attack each other and we would share everything equally. And
So
I'm
actually
holding up.
him-
I'm holding up to my end.
Him having that loot is actually just part of the oath then.
No, he
Didn't
stole
you
it.
swear you would share it all.
I would share in the spoils and in the money, but not in my items. Those are mine, given to me by Vulcan. Thank you very much.
I see. Well, it seems to me like he sure is making use of that oath by insulting you as much as he likes.
And he knows he can, because I personally can't do anything about it.
So, do you want to take an oath with us?
No.
All right. Well, I guess we're tracking him, but we can't spend more than a day doing that.
That's true. I can try and help Arcadia track.
If you really want to, we can. Keep in mind, by the time Nyx would lead you to where she last saw, he'd be at least 3 miles away.
Oh, so he's really gone.
He's probably gone.
All right.
Okay,
Into-
well
Should
then
head
let's
back
go
to
back this
Astoria
way.
then.
You could certainly do it. I'm just, yeah. Okay. Are we going on the road again to Astoria?
Yes.
Okay.
We'll break out the bagpipes and play a little tune as we go down the road again.
No, not again. Can you stop playing those infernal things? You're terrible at it.
I have to get better somehow or later.
And even like when you do that, you're playing. Even Kyra gives you a death glare and puts earwax into her ears.
Fine, I'll put it away.
Can I ask you a question? Who taught you how to play that? Or where did that song come from? Who played that song first?
I think that was one of Pythar's tunes.
Well, maybe you should let him play it.
Yeah. Oh, what even is that kind of instrument? It looks like some goat's bladder with wooden sticks. It's terrible.
So I got this.
Boom, roast is right.
I learned to play this from one of my mentors, Roderick the Piper.
Yeah, maybe you should have recognized your lack of talent. Done us all a favor.
Alright, so by the time y'all get back into Astoria, it is nighttime. But we don't need that anymore. And the guards see you and, welcome back, heroes of old. What can I do for you?
We want to enter the city.
Of course, of course.
I'm going to inside this guard because I think he's a bit suspicious.
You think he's sus?
Yeah, I think he's sus.
You get the sense that nothing's sus about him. Same with Corbin.
All right. nothing's wrong then.
All right, and
What time of the evening is it?
I'd say roughly 9, between 9 and 10.
So it's nighttime.
Yes.
I'm going to see if the bathhouse is open.
Yeah. Matter of fact, as you come into these gates, there's more people here than last time, and kind of feels like a party. Like you hear some good music echoing throughout the city, and people like partying and cheering.
Oh yeah, it's the wine festival.
Yeah, the wine festival. I used to love that.
Wine's very good for you. It helps you forget things that you don't want to remember. But just don't do what my brother did.
What did he do?
Drinks too much.
He
I bet-
doesn't comment on that further.
I bet he could even outdrink you, horse.
And I'll say, I bet he could.
Yeah, 'cause you're a wimp. The great and powerful, mighty Demetrius can't even hold his liquor.
And is this still this guard?
No, this is Kyra talking to you.
Oh, this is Kyra. Oh. I'll just let it go then.
Yeah, because you guys are coming up into like the Agora now. Let's see here.
You know what? Amitrus is going to say, yeah, unlike your brother, Pythor. Now he can hold his liquor, can't he? And then Amitrus laughs at her.
I bet I could outdrink you.
Yeah, that's because I don't drink anymore.
Oh, okay. That's what
But
they all
I'll
say.
tell you, if you want to end up like Pythor, keep at it.
Oh, I'm far too beautiful and young to do that. Pythor's old.
Oh, you're beautiful, but I don't know about young.
You are a little wise, aren't you? Alright, so, coming into the Agora, there's a lot of people in here. Think like New York City on New Year's Eve packed.
I'm going to make some enemies by pulling through the crowd.
That is
If
not
they get in
Albert.
my way, I'm going to shove them aside.
Alright, and as you're coming in and pushing people away, they're like, oh my god, it's hideous!
What the hell? Who are you talking to?
It talks! Oh god.
Fucking humans. And there's a market here, right?
Yes.
I want to look for an alchemist that maybe sells some potions of regular hair growth. Something magical.
Oh my god. You could always check Bargram.
Is he here?
His shop is here.
I'll go to his shop.
Alright, you go to his shop and you see a sign that says closed for the party.
Yeah, typical. I'll go back to the market and I try to buy a hair growth potion and say I don't know much about it, so I might get scammed.
Alright, so you're just gonna go like a random
Some
random
random
apothecaries.
vendor.
Alright, so I would say you kinda like end up going kinda like in the seedier part of town. And you do find a shop that you were in a couple sessions ago with two humans. Well, there's a male and a female. The male is gone, but the female sees you and looks up and asks, "What can she do for you?"
I'm looking for a hair growth potion.
Hair growth.
I for my tail and some of my flank. I don't want anything insane, you know. I just want regular hair growth.
Regular hair growth.
Yeah, I don't want a tail that's suddenly like 10 meters or something. Just regrow it like normal.
I see. I can do that for you.
Excellent. How much?
Well, how much do you want? She looks over your flank and your tail. That's a lot of tonic you'll need.
I know. You can keep the lightning scars, but this bald spot here and this one here and the tail, yeah, they have to go.
Well, I can certainly give you some, but you'd have to apply it to yourself daily.
Sure, that's no problem.
All right. That would be, let's see, for your size and this, and she'll do like some quick calculations. I'd say 40 gold.
40 gold. I'll try to barter with her. Can I roll something for that?
How are you going to try to barter?
I'm going to say, we are here to defend the city. We are the great heroes that work for the Oracle. Surely you can give me a special price. You may have heard of our exploits.
And as you're doing this, she's kind of waving her hand in a sort of like, come on, get it all out.
Yeah, and I say it all, and I talk about how we slew the boar and how I faced Sidon personally, and these scars are the proof of it.
You did not. You would not be alive. But you see, my dear Centaur, even though I know your tales of grandeur, I know who you are, but you understand I have to make a living. I have a business here, don't you know?
Of course, but I do have to make a living. Think about it. How long is your business going to last when this city is destroyed by Sidon and his armies?
Oh, this is just a storefront. We have our business. My business partner and I are opening up another shop. So, this is just for the materials, of course.
Just the materials, no profit for you.
Oh, well, you know, there are a little bit of work here and there. But you
I
also...
was going to say, surely, because we've bought here before and we're going to buy again from you, you can reduce your own profit a little bit for me. Do a roll persuasion on that.
And she'll be like, well, maybe I have maybe we could do a little business opportunity.
Go on.
You see, there's a certain gnome, and her voice will kind of darken, who likes to... He has a bit of a gambling problem, and he kind of owes us a little bit of money.
See, well, I can help you with that, but is it a gnome that happens to have a staff with a foot on it?
Yeah, and the foot stinks.
Yeah, I can help you with that. Sorry. I'll pay the 40 gold.
All right. The succubus is still alive. Holy how?
He's Python's friend, and he's clearly a powerful wizard.
Yeah, but you know they have their vices.
Yeah, that they do. Good luck with that. And I'll pay her 40 gold. I'll reduce it from my thing. There we go.
All right.
From the end of the counter, Corbin will kind of catch her eye and go psst, and see if she'll come down there. Like, hopefully outside of Demetrius's hearing.
And she'll turn and look at you. Do I look like a cat?
And I'll just wave her over.
Do I look like a cat to be called and beckoned?
Now I'll get out some gold pieces.
And she will hold up a finger to you, and as in telling you to wait. And she'll go back to Demetrius and say, "Now, for the directions, do you have ink and parchment by chance?"
Yes. Actually, let's see. Do I? No, I usually just write in blood. I'll ask Kamos. Can you write this down?
Yeah, I'll handle that. Okay, what am I writing down here?
Alright, so this is directions for your friend here. You take 2 cat balls and put it on the inflected area. Rub it down very well right before bed, and put a little cap over it and don't touch it. And do that every day until you're out. And by then, you should see some hair growth.
All right.
But just... And then she'll say something in a different language. Those are the terms and conditions.
What was that?
Oh, there might be side effects. You might grow different color hair, you know.
Oh, listen, woman. If I look like a clown after this, I'm coming back.
What's a clown?
It's haven't you ever seen a circus?
Yeah.
It's, a show in the theater where they dress up this person like a fool. No,
Yeah.
bright colors.
Of course. So you want to be a ginger? Oh God.
Whatever. I'm done here. And I walk out of the store.
Do we need bandages to cover this?
Maybe just a couple leaves. Just don't let him eat them. You don't want him to grow hair in his mouth. I've seen that before, and it doesn't turn out pretty because then they have to shave it, and then it keeps growing back, and you know how it is.
I don't. I like it that way, though. Okay.
As they're walking out the store, you might hear Corbin whisper to her. He'll plunk a couple of tufts of centaur hair on the counter and say, "I hear you can make a rope out of this."
I could, if you have the coin.
I will try to negotiate with her on a fair price for making a special rope.
What's your offer?
How about 175?
Yeah, okay. Come back in 2 days. Half now.
2 days? I heard it takes a lot longer than that for what I'm looking for.
What are you looking for exactly? How much rope are you looking for?
I am looking for a rope of climbing.
Oh, that's magical, isn't it?
Mm-hmm.
Ooh, that would be... Yeah, I could probably do that. And she said, hang on a second. And she'll walk over to like the other side of the place, and she'll pull out a book and do some calculations. Give me a second here. Oh shit, Steve has it. Hang on. I actually gotta look at the thing.
The centaur hair says 200 gold piece, 14 days.
No, that's the branch, I think. This.
Steve's the only one that has centaur hair.
Actually, I've got it in my inventory now.
2 tests be created into a rope of climbing.
Wait, why can centaur hair be turned into a rope of climbing?
Fuck if I know.
I don't know, but we can make a profitable business off this in the nighttime while you're sleeping.
So, yeah. So she'll come back and she'll say, I can do it for 200. Or I have a little problem with someone. Maybe you can collect the money from them?
I already heard about the gnome, and he's already done me a favor, so I can't do anything to him.
Well then, alright, how about 250? Come back in 14 days.
Okay.
Half now.
What if I What if I give you? You said 250. What if I thought you said 200. You said or 150 is what you meant.
250. I know what those are good for.
How about
And
just the 200?
you're gonna give it to me now?
Yeah.
All 200?
Yeah.
Okay.
I don't seem to have the button to give you gold for some reason.
No, it doesn't have it installed.
No, I don't have it installed. Like they updated it, and it kind of it was screwing something up with me, so I turned it off.
Yeah. Remind me again how many platinum and electrum pieces or gold pieces?
2 platinum or 2 electrum per 1 gold, and 1 platinum is 10 gold.
Okay, got it.
While Corbin is standing there looking through her pocket, whatever, his bag of money, Arcadia goes up to him and asks him, what happened to the gems that were in the chest in the bedroom? I forget whose bedroom it is right offhand. It was the one with the...
That was a long time ago.
Yeah, but I remembered that you took the gems. Are we going to share them as a party? Because I would like to buy some potions of healing.
A ginger center has it. I don't
Corbin
know.
will look kind of sheepish and say,
But wait, Drake.
I
Turn
got
in what he-
something for Demetrius, but he didn't like it.
Wait till he starts doing it. It's gonna be funny.
I thought it might help him out.
Okay.
Maybe we can.
Well, I
put
expect if
everything
we are
we
going
want
to. I
sell in the
expect
party
if we are.
sheet.
Well, I'm saying I expect if we are going to share the glory, that we are going to share the treasure we find. But I understand that you are trying to do something nice for your friend.
I think we did share the gems.
But
Actually.
from
Some of
no,
them.
but from now,
This
no,
is a long time ago. This is like back in
I didn't.
the first dungeon.
I didn't get any. I didn't get any gems, and I remember you said that Corbin took them all. So you didn't share them on the party sheet. If you did,
No. There currently is a necklace and a ring in the party sheet, though. And and 2 bracelets.
Yeah, maybe everyone can put what they want to sell in the party sheet, and then we can do the quick sell and share the money thing.
We'll take whatever's in there out that you want, and then before you start putting things in.
yes, Arcadia would say I would suggest that
Like so,
we as a
Corbin.
party share the loot.
Yeah, Corbin. So before you start putting things in there, look what's in there now, and take whatever's out before adding things.
Yeah, I don't want anything that's in there.
Okay.
Is that Great Axe? That's the magical Great Axe, right?
It's the axe of Xander.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah, we don't wanna. Okay, yeah.
Did we ever identify that?
You tried to, and was told, or
Oh, that's right. It's partially magical.
correct.
Now we need to get the shield, the golden lion shield, and the axe fixed, which I suggest we go to Vulcan.
Yeah, Steve has 2 shields actually. The shield from the Minotaur, and then the shield from like very beginning of the game.
Actually, he gave Arcadia was using the golden lion shield, so she has it right now.
Okay.
Does anyone need arrows? I'll put a few in the party sheet. You can take what you
I
want.
need pointy sticks.
Do we need an extra climber's kit? I have one. I have Steve's weird flesh jars. I don't want to
So wait, hang on. Her ethereal
trap?
beauty allowed. That's funny. Is she still like going after him?
You also have a hunting trap?
That's great. Yeah, I would have watched.
I carried it for someone.
Drake, I had I was telling you, Friday my furnace went out. I had a gas leak in my house, so I kind of had to evacuate. So I'm at my parents right now.
I did have
'cause
one
it
of
was,
the gems left. I put that
no
in the
bueno.
party thing.
That's why I'm not on cam. Like I was barely able
You can
to
tell
stream.
Corbin doesn't really care too much about
I was just
gold and
lucky.
gems. He just kind of rummages through his pack and tosses things out on the floor.
I was just smart and backed everything up.
And Arcadia says, I think moving forward we should all share equally in the loot. Not that I want the loot, but I need the things that it buys. Like
And I have Ralph.
healing potions, things like that.
Okay,
Does
so
everybody, while we're here, does everybody here have a? Do we all have a potion of? I mean, antitoxin. Do we all have antitoxins? I'm looking ahead to the basilisk.
I
I do not
don't
have
know. I shut the. I
should
personally
all get
shut
one.
the gas off to the house,
I can't.
and I called the gas company.
I've got
I don't
herpy
know.
vocal cords.
They
Can you
haven't-
sell those here?
You have herpy vocal cords.
That's what I heard too.
What the fuck?
Something equally gross. Harpy.
Harpy.
Yeah.
Enunciations.
Are you not interested in using them, Canos?
Once per day. Oh, you can blow in the vocal cords. Oh, they're a magical melody. Oh, isn't that nice? Never mind. I'll keep that.
Yeah. I would say it's actually pretty nice.
Right. Never mind.
Each creature within 150 feet of you, they can hear it. Wow. They all become charmed? Damn.
We're all gonna get charmed.
Yeah,
Alright,
no, I'd rather not blow my house up.
What they want to say there?
Hang on, I posted this
Got the
in
magical axe.
here in my Discord here. I'll send you this. I'm gonna send you something in Discord.
Gonna go with yes.
That was down the
I have a
street from my
question,
house the
George.
other
I
day,
never read-
or from like 3 weeks ago.
I just remember reading this in the player's handbook, which unfortunately I didn't not realize as a DM. They said things like the clubs and the things you find are usually sold at half, but anything that is jewelry or those kinds of things are usually can be resold at 100%. What is your take on that?
I personally just do halves unless you like sit there and convince them,
Okay,
because they have to make a profit, right?
right.
I guess we press the sell button then and share the loot.
All right, 3, 2, 1.
They didn't want the broken club.
Yeah.
Apparently not.
And I would like to buy 3 nets and 7 javelins.
All right, so you'd have to wait till the morning for that because she doesn't sell them, and everyone at the Agora at 10 o'clock at night is partying.
Does she sell healing potions?
She does.
Actually, Katie would probably know that.
All right. How many is she trying to get?
I think all she can really afford is one. Well, she could afford more than one, but they're 50, right?
Yes. And if you have one in your sheet, just add to it and take the goat out.
What's our status? She looks at the party and asks, "What's our status on potions? Healing potions?"
I used all mine.
Yeah, it was.
Nico has 2, and
Yeah.
Demetrius used all of his.
I was at home when that happened,
Like I have.
And
one
I
regular
felt
healing
it.
Potion.
and I'm like, oh, maybe half a mile away from them. Yeah, it was. Yeah, and I had the same company that those people do.
Okay, so Arcadia is going to get 1 potion of healing, please.
Okay. Do you have one in your sheet?
I'll just add.
Yeah, just add it and subtract the gold.
How much is a healing potion?
50.
I'm sorry, what? 50?
50 gold for one, yes.
Okay, I'll buy one also. Is it me, or does the character sheet not have those add and remove buttons that it used to have?
Yeah. They're not working right now.
Okay.
Just have to add it the old-fashioned way.
Math.
You know. Used to be when I played with what is it? My gold, at least, it showed up in the record Instead, you know what I mean.
Yeah, it's just it was an extension that they updated it, and I had two of them running, and I turned them both off, and I forgot to turn it back on.
Okay.
Is it really? Oh shit! That's actually. Why do you know this? All right. Any more shopping? It's going to be slim pickings tonight because of the party.
Yeah, Corbin's gonna wait to look for pointy sticks in the morning with Demetrius.
All right. I would like to point out that Klaus, since he is currently with you, looks very anxious.
Let's dump this dude.
Yeah, Klaus, you're home now.
Yeah, why are you still following us, man?
That's like,
Get out of here.
thanks for hanging out with us, but, do you want to get going?
Well, I was told that I was indentured to you guys.
Actually, you were indentured to Steve. Go find him and hang out with him.
You'll hear Steve call it, "I'm right here."
He was indentured to Camos.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, that's right. It was Camo. Sorry. Yeah.
I said, all right, how are you with hoof picking? Do you know how to carve out a hoof?
No.
Ugh, useless.
Yeah. What happens if I just, let you go? And say, don't steal stuff anymore.
You should put him to work, make him earn some money for you.
You want to free me?
I'm thinking about it. Do you have a home or anything?
I used to.
That sounds like no.
Well, I sleep here and there. This whole city's my home. I always find a place to sleep for the night.
I give him 50 silver pieces and say, find a place to live, get settled, try to find an honest job, okay?
And he'll look at you, and he goes bright red and says, "Master has given Klaus silver. Master has freed me."
Yes. But have socks been invented yet?
Yes, socks have been. No, socks have not been invented yet, actually.
Well, then I can't give him clothing, or I'm not going to give him that clothing. Anyway.
Thank you so much, Master.
And I look at Thomas and say, did you make him your slave?
No.
Other copy creamer.
Let me be very frank. If anyone here takes a slave, I'll beat the shit out of them.
The slave or the person?
The person.
Okay. Just checking.
And Klaus will hear that and say, "Well, don't go to Mirtros then."
Oh, I know all about Mitros.
Well, when's the last time you've been there, Master?
Don't call me that.
What should I call you?
Demetrius.
Demetrius, sir. When was the last time you were there?
A few years ago, when I was a slave myself.
Oh, it's been expanded.
Oh, shit.
Now they have Minotaurs also, and they force the Minotaurs and Centaurs to fight each other.
Just like usual, then.
They the Minotaurs to fight each other? Is that what you said?
They force the Minotaurs and the Centaurs to fight each other. Think Colosseum style.
And I'll turn to Arcadia. Well, at least it's not just the monsters. I once fought alongside an Amazon that was captured and enslaved.
An Amazon enslaved? they are fierce warriors. I don't think that would ever happen. I can't wait till I meet one.
You know, it doesn't matter how fierce you are, every warrior can get beaten, especially if there's greater numbers.
But I've heard tales that an Amazon has the strength of 10 bulls.
I look at Arcadia and I like blaming her for these rumors.
I can't wait until I can meet one and bow to them.
Corbin will say, "Nah, they've just been watching too much of that stage play. What is it, Xena?"
Oh, you've seen Zena. Oh, Zena, she's my queen. I love her.
Alright, Klaus, now go away. Go back to your life.
Yes, master, at once. And he will walk away. Oh, God.
Makes me wonder what we've just set into motion. We'll have to find out.
It can't be good.
I guess we want to go to a Vulcan's
Yes,
Hall
does.
tomorrow, by the way. Get that stuff repaired.
Yeah.
Lydia mutters under her breath, "You should have let me sacrifice him."
And I'll say, so Arcadia, I hear that you have the strength of 10 bulls. Maybe Corbin should be asking you for rides from now on.
She just glares at you. And then she looks and says, "Do you know the Amazon's name?"
No. I'm not even sure if she really was an Amazon. She was like a warrior woman and they called her the Amazon. Not sure what happened to her.
And she nods.
Alright, now what do you guys want to do? Go and join the party.
Now, I'm going to see if the bathhouse is open. And if it is, I'm going to go there and then to bed.
Yes, it is open. And there's a party going on. And even as you get closer, it's a bathhouse, and people are like kind of spilling out, and they're in the nude, and the whole place reeks of booze.
I will avoid that place.
As does the Dragon's Tooth.
Ugh. I'll say I'm feeling a bit nauseous. You guys go and party if you want. I'll see you tomorrow. And Demetrius goes off by himself to the king's palace.
Okay. As you are going up to the king's palace, it's a little quiet, but you do run into Nora herself. She has that same disguise on when you first met her, and I won't say that she's naked, but if you had say you had like a teenage daughter and she tries to go out of the house and something, you say you ain't going out of the house and that shit. Yeah, that's what she's wearing.
I'll wave at her and I'll say, "Hey there, Casey." I think she called herself.
Yeah. Hi.
So
It's
you're
you.
at the party.
Yeah. Dad's out. He's doing his thing, and kind of going out, hang out with
Alright.
some of my friends.
Have fun and don't let the old man catch you.
Do you want to join us?
Oh, that's not a good idea.
Oh, come on! It's just a little party.
I don't party anymore. I used to, and I used to love partying a little bit too much.
Are you old now or something?
Seems so, doesn't it?
Old people, I swear.
Well, have fun.
Whatever. You're lost, and she walks away.
I'll say, oh, by the way, I bet Sidon.
And she holds up her hand like, whatever.
And Abid just mutters to himself, nobody gives a fuck that I'm Sidon. Damn it. I thought it was a big deal. And he goes to his chambers and locks himself in.
Okay. What about the rest of the party?
I don't know. It might be a nice time to go out and have a couple drinks.
Yeah, Corbin's up for that.
It's a nice summery breeze evening. Alright, we're gonna go to, I'm assuming, like the Dragon's Tooth area.
Yep.
Yeah.
Alright. So when you come up here, what about Arcadia? What's she doing?
Arcadia would kind of follow behind them a little bit. She's not exactly sure what she's doing. She really wants to go to the palace, but she's kind of curious to see what's going on.
Alright, well, let's find out in about 13 minutes, because I gotta pee.
Okay.
Let's come back at 20 after.
Sounds good.
Alright, stream. So yeah, we're gonna take a quick break.
Yeah. Or at least the part where you said hear me.
Because I gotta pee. So if you go away while we're taking a break, please come back at 20 after. Yeah. So I gotta click things. I missed my stream deck. I don't have my stream deck with me, so I gotta click buttons, and I don't like clicking buttons. But we'll be back here shortly.
But if not, that's
Bam.
great.
Click. And that. I did not. Turn that off. Fucking.
Look, you and me on the Charles River. I could die right now, Glenn. I'm just happy. I've never felt that before.
And
Yeah.
and magic advantage against magical things. Oh no, that's get that.
Yeah. Welcome back.
We are back. Sorry, I had to deal. I was pulling a Drake from Thursday. If anyone gets that reference, I'll give you $1.
Well, of course I do.
Were you watching Drake on Thursday?
Were you?
Do you watch that game?
Occasionally.
I saw him there. I was there. I watched some of it.
The Deadlands game, not the D&D game.
I watch the Deadlands one sometimes too.
Yeah, me too.
I didn't
That's
know
why he has 50k points.
that. No, I don't stream either of those two games.
Yep. No, those are non-point games.
Yeah. And actually, Steve was nice to me on Friday, which is really weird.
Just trying
That
to
was
keep
really
living
weird.
alive.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
You should have done it to keep Stilk alive, because you guys picked a fight with the Rakshasha.
I didn't pick it. My murder hobo team picked it, as usual.
Oh, God, you have no idea how I was banging my head against the table. Anyways, so Kamos and Corbin. What about Nico? Is Nico hanging out at the bar with them? He's a dwarf, so I just assume he is.
Yeah, sure. He's going to join them.
All right, and Arcadia is kind of like hanging back.
A little bit.
Okay.
She's very torn. She'd rather go to the palace because she doesn't like crowds. The city is not her normal habitat. But
Corbin
she's
will
kind of
call
curious
Arcadia
to
over.
experience.
Say, join us, have some ale. Let me tell you about the tales of my Dragonlord friends before we came to this land.
Not that button.
We started off in Waterdeep in a wrestling federation.
And you would be yelling this because it's a
Yes.
bar it's one of 2 bars during a beast festival thing.
Yeah.
They even have like not a bar crawl, but several different like tents of wines and stuff set up.
Yeah, so I will be screaming out to Arcadia while we're drinking ale. I'll buy her some ale. I'll be screaming out the tales of the WWF.
And Nico will take an ale too if it's offered.
Arcadia just passes Nico for Nicodemus her ale. She doesn't really want to drink.
So, the origin of the Dragonlords is WWF. How did you come up with this, man?
The Waterdeep Wrestling Federation. And my friend, the Hulk of Hogansville.
I want to get banned for Twitch.
Andre the Giant.
Well, that's this campaign wrapped, guys.
There's Chad getting banned from Twitch.
Roderick the Piper.
Oh God.
The Nature Boy.
Randy the Savage.
He was a druid.
Randy the Savage.
Yeah, nobody
Real
liked him
macho.
much.
Yeah, it was a real macho man.
So
Kind of smelled like beef sticks.
did you have someone who was always asking, "Can you smell what's cooking?"
Yeah,
Oh,
Goliath. Turn his skin to stone, a real rock.
Oh my God. But all right, so
Kyra with us?
she is not. She's too. I don't want to say the word "good" to go in there, but that's not a place that I don't want to. I can't be seen in that kind of establishment.
Whoa.
She
And
does-
Nico says, just use your godly power to disguise yourself.
Ew.
Actually, then if that were the case, then Arcadia would go with Kyra or see where she's going. Is she just waiting outside or what?
Girls' night.
No, Corbin drags her back in. No, you're staying with us.
And Corbin, as you go to as you go to drag Arcadia in, a big old boy kind of puts his hand up against your chest and tells you not to touch the lady.
Oh.
And I'll say, look here, little man. The lady's with us.
Little man, can't you see that these lovely ladies are trying to leave and you're trying to force them in? Consent is important, don't you know?
Yes, I say little man. I can see right in front of my face almost. You're so tall.
Listen here, shrimp. You better watch out who you're talking to, or else you're not going to like up where you end.
And they're like, dude, do you want to have an exhibition here in the bar?
You want to fight me?
Well, I agree. You aren't much of a challenge, but sure, we can make a spectacle for these folks if you want to wager anything on it.
So the bouncer, I guess, person will kind of whisper in your you might not want to fight the people's champion.
And as Arcadia looks at this guy, first of all, I would say that the minute she felt someone's hand on her, she would have twisted her arm around really quickly, so as to release the grip.
Nice.
Just as a natural reaction, and like almost raise her other hand in a fist. But she looks at this person who's talking to Corbin. Does she recognize him as the person she saw in the amphitheater practicing with the group of men?
Yes.
Okay. She looks at Corbin, and she looks at the man, and she says, "Excuse me," and she leans down to Corbin and says, "I think that's Heracles, and we should probably not mess with him right now."
Oh. All right, if you say so.
Hold on. Nicodemus walks up next to Corbin. He says, "Who the hell are you to harass me, friend? Get your hands off, or Corbin will beat the shit out of you."
And this man will look at you, look at Nico, and say, "Sir Dwarf, I mean no harm, but this little gnome here was putting hands on this lady, and I cannot abide by that."
And Nico looks shocked, and he looks at Corbin. He's like, "Corbin, were you feeling a woman? What the hell? I don't know you like that."
And I'll say, no, it was just a misunderstanding. She is part of our group. I was bringing her to get a drink.
And Arcadia says, and she says, "Thank you." We've never heard her say really "thank you" before, but she looks at this man and says, "Thank you, sir. I am fine, and I do know these people. And if I wanted to, I would kick his ass myself, and I appreciate your offer."
Ah, it's a woman. What is your name, ma'am, if I might ask?
And she says, "I am Arcadia of Themis."
Arcadia.
And what is yours?
I am Heracles. It is very nice to meet you. Themis, though, that's... Are you... And he'll lean in and whisper, "Are you an Amazon?"
And she says, "I am."
And he'll...
And she also thinks and says, "And don't believe the rumors."
And he will kind of give you a nod and say, "Well, I know you can handle yourself then. If any need arises and you need a champion, feel free to call."
"Thank you, I will."
And he will glare at Corbin. "I'm watching you, boy."
I will raise my mug of ale to him and said, well, perhaps we'll meet at the tournament someday. What was your name again? Tescacles?
You have jokes. But they fall short.
Ooh, burn.
Alright, don't be taking any more of those supplements, you know. They do things to you.
All muscle, baby.
I can see it from down here.
All natural. And wait. And yeah, he's nude under there, and it looks like an actual third leg. Holy fuck! Hang on a second. I'm getting screamed at. Ooh. Thank you, Mr. Baron, for oh my god. Thank you. Love you, Baron. What's up? Sorry, what did you say after I said the third leg?
I said not as big as Corbin's third leg.
Coming from Beat Corbin, you know that it's bigger. That he's bigger than you. Anyways, moving on.
Nico places his hand on Corbin's shoulder and shakes his head. Let's just go back to drinking.
Very well. Corbin will get out his little notebook and make a note, you know. Learn magic spell to grow larger.
Alright, Baron.
And if
Thank you,
anybody
sir.
had the equivalent of a natural 20 on their perception roll, you might have seen the tiniest glimmer of being smitten flash across Arcadia's face for a half a second, maybe.
Uh-huh. And as Heracles turns to leave, you see his little, his friends all leaving too, and then a bunch of fangirls trying to chase after him, and yeah.
Then Arcadia rolls her eyes and snaps out of it.
But he does not appear to appear. That's the word. Appear to be paying them any attention.
I guess as she's leaving, Corbin will say, that's all right. He was in that play with Xena. You wouldn't have liked him much.
Yeah, that was good, Baron. What's Kairos up to while this is all going on?
Nothing.
Sitting and drinking.
Yeah, it's all I got right now. You know, I don't have any interesting tales. Just looking around.
Are you uncomfortable amongst the unwashed masses?
No, I feel I've gotten used to the unwashed masses. I just don't know what to talk to them about.
Now is the unwashed masses your party or everyone else?
Well,
Well, you see what happens is you're the GM. Unless you're playing a character, I'm not answering.
That's good.
it was such a good idea to retire Amitri's early. He would have ended up fighting Heracles 100%. Probably gotten his ass kicked.
Does Clara just go outside, or she sound like she's going to go home? Because Arcadia would ask her a couple questions.
So she was watching this whole thing go down, and Corbin did see something, and then she's just kind of, after those guys leave, she's just kind of sitting there waiting, seeing what Arcadia's going to do.
Yeah, Corbin will tell Chamos, I was going to take that guy out, but she was getting out that stupid black book again that kind of bothers me.
I noticed that. She took out the black book again?
Yeah.
Oh, man. I totally missed that. I look over in her direction. Has she already put it away?
She has.
Well, it's nice to know I'm not the only one who's seen that book at this point, because it was getting a little bit weird.
Or maybe it's just Corbin trying to poke fun at you.
No, I'm totally serious.
Oh, wow.
Alright.
Somebody gave me a gift subscription. Thank you.
Nice. That'd be-
Aaron.
Yeah. He gave me a heart attack. So, Arcadia, what kind of questions did you want to ask Kyra?
Well, first of all, she'd go up to her and say, don't worry about your loot, I'm sure we will get it for you at some point. But then she wants to ask her about a couple of the last two tombs when she was at Ryzen's tomb. We didn't get to ask her about Cosmo Phobos and Adonis Newer Dragon. I'm just curious if she just had any more information about either of those.
Let me see.
That was interesting, especially Cosmo, because he was the son of, he was Ryzen's son, but who was Xander's rival, but also ended up with Xander's dragon. And there was this black stuff inside the tomb that appeared to shift and quiver, so she was wondering what that was. And Adonis, she pretty much figured he's a pretty boy, but she just thought she'd ask.
Let me pull those up right quick. So first off, she say, "Well, if you want to talk during a party, I need a drink."
Okay. So, and she looks at her and says, "What would you like?"
Wine. Well, actually, you know what? I think I want some of Lord Snuffbottom's turnip ale.
Okay. So Arcadia would go up to the bartender and buy that for her.
And that is 2 gold. Like, it's expensive.
Okay. And I will subtract it from my treasure now.
Smells like feet.
No, it smells like turnips.
So
Alright.
it's like too loud to talk in here, or what?
It would be like picture like a. All right, actually, here's perfect. You've been to Miller's Ale House, right?
Yeah.
All right, picture that packed with people packed inside, like more people packed in.
Okay. Do I see? You know, I'm just hanging out. Do I see anybody we recognize? I recognize.
You would see some of his old like schoolmates maybe, and you kind of get a small glimpse of what looks maybe it might be Klaus, and also you see. Actually, roll me a perception right quick.
Not my jam, but I'm not going to find it on the inventory sheet.
You would not see anyone else actually, other than a couple, maybe some locals, some dwarves. No one really of actual importance that you can notice.
Okay. I, just talk about the fact that, there's some green-skinned woman out there that, I think I'm supposed to talk to and see if anybody knows who Demetria is or if anything comes up. Just go the rounds and try to make some chit-chat with old school friends.
All right, so one group, they'll see you coming up, and they'll actually kind of look at you, like not in disgust, but kind of, they know the rumor about Kamos, and they'll kind of like look down on you a little bit. Yeah. The second group you go up to, they'll say, "Green woman, how much have you had to drink tonight, friend?"
No, but maybe I've been watching too much Star Trek.
Star Trek, what is that? Is that a new show? Is it a new play?
The Odyssey tales of a captain on a 5-year journey, exploring brave new worlds, meeting green women almost everywhere he goes.
Like going to like Themis, I hear the women there are green.
Really? All of them?
That's the rumor. And the rumor is they're also like 6 feet tall, and they're stronger than 10 men.
Yeah. Right. Okay.
Hell of a lover, though.
Gotta watch out for death by snoo, of course.
Yes. Pop culture's out the ass this game.
Yep. All right. So that's how, I guess that's how I spent a couple hours out, had a couple drinks. I'm not looking to get hammered, just be out and enjoy the party.
Okay.
Corbin will try his musical instrument in the bar for a little bit before he goes to bed.
You're gonna pull out your bagpipes in the middle of a packed bar.
No.
Yes, do it.
Oh, he already rolled. So you pull him out in the middle of a packed bar, and bartender says, "Knock that shit off, or you're cut off." Because Jesus, that's a horrible playing.
You're like, you have no appreciation for good music, and I'll walk out of the bar.
Do we see a tear in his eye?
I was singing "Corbin Will Rock You."
Yeah,
At this point, when does Corbin get disadvantage on this?
Oh, it's coming, and everyone kind of holds their ears as you start playing too.
Sounds like he doesn't need disadvantage. He's doing just fine on his own.
It might help me. It might help. So Corbin's had enough disappointment for one night. He goes and goes back to the palace to sleep.
All right, are you leaving with Nico and Kamos, or are you guys like kind of going out
If they're
separately?
leaving, then I'll leave with them.
And Nico will stay with Corbin.
All right.
I guess we're all going to be leaving together soon, because I don't know if there's any other actions we had planned.
Okay.
Well, what's a dwarf doing in a bar? What would you do?
Oh, there's
just drinking.
I say, and there's a bunch of dwarves there too. Like this, that's where Nico met those one dwarves with the heads.
You would probably just have a casual chat about his homeland with them, stuff like that. Have some drink and then leave with Corbin.
All right. So, is Arcadia sticking around, or did she leave before them, or what's she doing?
She's talking with Kyra. She just wanted to hear about those two and a little bit about. She would ask her more about the Four Winds.
Okay, so it would take place within like the first probably hour or so. Like boys probably be there for a couple hours. And then are you just gonna leave with Kyra when because she doesn't want to, she's not sticking around. Like she'll answer your questions and then take off.
Yeah, I think Arcadia would have had enough of that. She doesn't like being with all those people. Really.
Okay.
It's within a crowd.
Right. All right. So she'll say who you said, Cosmo and Ryzen.
No, not Ryzen, just Cosmo and Adonis.
Cosmo.
Although she doesn't really think she has much to learn about Adonis, but she'll ask.
All right, so Kamos, he after Xander died, he kind of took over because the Dragonlords promote from within, and he rose up and became their leader. He's also a great warrior. That's why Balmetria swore herself to him, and he was known as a great leader. Not as great as Sector, but he was a good leader. Adonis, on the other hand, he's what is known as a pretty boy. Like, do you know? Does Faith know the term fuckboy?
A what boy?
A fuckboy?
Not really.
Okay. God, how do you explain that?
Maybe a pretty boy, those spray tan types with blonde hair and
Jersey Shore type guy.
Okay.
Yeah, that's what Adonis was.
Okay, she pretty much figured that out.
Yeah.
And then she asks Kyra, why do the Four Winds think you're Nina?
Well, I couldn't tell them that I'm actually Kyra. We can't go around telling everybody that you're a god because people then expect things from you. So Nina is my pseudonym.
And your instrument is the harp? Or is that just what you wanted to play with that group?
Yeah, but I can play the harp, I can play the lute, I can play all of them, but I prefer the harp because I like strings. I don't know why. They're fun to play. And Vulcan, he made them all for me, and then I gave them to some of those friends, and then they all stole them from me. And I can't tell Vulcan because, well, I don't know if you ever met him. Of course you met him. But he would be a little mad at me. And I don't want to be on his bad side. I don't know if you've ever seen a dwarf get pissed off.
And what are the instruments that are missing? A lute, a harp?
A lute, a harp. Oh, 1 second. Because I actually have those listed somewhere. I apologize. Shit. Oh, you son of a bitch, where are you? We're working on a laptop. That is not fun.
Welcome to my world.
But you choose this.
Yeah, you choose this pain and torture.
I mean,
You buy that projector.
Well, I have a second monitor hooked up, but it's like a 22-inch, and I'm used to a 34-inch monitor.
I was gonna say, always exaggerating the size of your monitor.
Where is it?
Nyla Kazoo.
Abakazam. A harp, a flute, a lute, and a triangle.
Okay.
Wow, a triangle.
The most powerful of all.
It's a good instrument. Shut up. And yeah, that's what she has. And they were stolen.
Okay. Thanks.
And then she says, "Well, if nothing else, I must leave. I need to see a man about a horse."
Okay.
And she will bid her adieu, and she will leave. And then you said you're going back to the palace.
Yeah, Arcadia would head back to the palace.
All right. When you're leaving, give us a perception.
And she would tell the rest of the party, too. She would just
Oh.
leave.
All right. Give us a perception. All right. And so then, yeah, Nico, Kamos, and Corbin, I'll give you perceptions.
Oh, I'm not gone yet.
No, this is as you guys are heading back to the palace. Need more cowbell. Alright, so Kamos, as the three of you are heading back, you notice someone following you.
What does this person look like?
They're wearing they're medium height, and their face is obscured by one of those masks, like one of those like kind of party masks. You get the sense that it is a female.
Hey guys, don't look right now, but I think there's some woman who's wearing a mask following us.
And Nicodemus immediately looks.
Oh god.
As you turn around and look, you run, or someone runs smack right into you, as this is a crowded area.
Ow!
And you're short.
True. And I'll cuss them out in Dwarfish.
And they will return the favor.
Okay, well, you know, it's like, can you put a token on the map where we are?
Yes, you would be right about there.
So we're like right around the corner from the temple.
Correct.
And I mean, it's a little bit hard to collude and make a plan at this point.
Depending on what you like, trying to make a quick plan before and not seem obvious, probably.
Arcadia's going to, as long as she just heard that, she's going to try to break off into the crowd and hide. And,
Bel-
backtrack.
I believe you left before they did.
Oh, I see. Okay. I didn't realize we're not all together.
Splitting the party. Oops.
All right, guys. You want to just head? You know, even though we might be followed, do you want to head back to the palace, or you want to walk around and see? You know, try and figure out who this is.
Let's walk around and see if we can figure out who it is.
So we're gonna come out of the Dragon Tooth and would basically make a right, essentially go west on the map.
I can turn into a bear.
That's good to know. But
So
you
like,
know,
so like, come back down this way.
yeah.
Why don't? Yeah, well, and I'll tell you. I'll say, why don't you guys stand still for a moment, and I'll make an illusion of myself, and then try to stealthily slip away while they're talking to the illusion.
Okay.
Yeah.
How crowded is it where we are right now?
It's not as crowded as like the main strip, but there's still some people. Like I'd say maybe 40 people down here.
Oh, Dan has a new language to talk in, and I don't know this one.
All right, so Corbin, he made an illusion and tried to slip off.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. And then the other twos are kind of like going like away from where real Corbin is.
Yeah, I guess they're hanging with the
I told them to hang with the illusion, Corbin.
Oh, okay. I believe illusion Corbin doesn't move unless you move him.
That's right.
Yeah, we're
Yeah,
looking
so
like
they're
we're
standing still chatting.
yeah, we're chatting.
Okay. All right. So, and you're heading back west, or you keep heading east?
No, we're not moving. We're going to
Oh,
stand
okay.
there, and you know the idea is real Corbin's going to try and get lost in the crowd, while you know fake Corbin looks like he's talking to us.
Okay. And real Corbin is going like back towards
I'm gonna-
that person, or
Yeah, I'm gonna try and loop back and see if I can find them.
okay.
Assuming I can stealth away.
So, Corbin, as you turn to loop around, he did say, Kamos, how did you describe this person? Like wearing a mask and a female?
Yeah.
Alright. Perception. Alright, so half of these people on the street are female, wearing masks.
Do I see one that's paying more attention to the group?
Perception. With disadvantage because you are short.
With disadvantage.
You do not.
Um. What else can I do? Do I see any animals or anything in there, like rats or anything, running through the crowd?
Yeah, I'd say one or a couple of them.
I'll see if I can chatter to one of them and see if they've seen anybody suspicious in the crowd. A woman,
Hang on, let me double check the speak with animals.
or anything that smells funny.
Where's it at? Where's it at? Speak with animals, speak with some peace.
I just get like a feeling they can't use words.
Alright, so the feeling you get is that these creatures are happy because food.
Well, I will make it known to them that the females in the crowd have lots of food and they should like run up their legs.
And within about 10 seconds, you hear some screaming.
Do I notice any of the females not reacting to that like they should?
Yes.
Ah, which one is that?
The one that is about 15 feet away from your friends.
Alright.
And she's just continuously walking straight.
Alright, I will see if I can sneak up behind that one.
Give me another stealth. Alright, so as you're trying to, as you're sneaking up behind this person, she turns back and looks right at you and says you can give it up.
I'll be like, why are you following us?
That's for me to know and you not to know. Now, where is the one you call Arcadia?
That's for me to know and you... and not your business. Why do you want her?
So when you say that, she pulls a weapon that looks very similar to something you've seen Arcadia use a lot and puts it up to your throat.
I will remain calm and I will say, I've seen Arcadia with one of these before. Are you a friend of hers or not?
Where is she?
Answer my question.
And she will press it up against your throat.
Does Nico see this?
He can roll me a perception.
Okay, I will roll a perception.
So can Countless if he wants.
I will say, well, I can tell you this: if you attempt to harm me, and I will emphasize the word attempt, she would not be happy.
Yeah. Are you sure about that?
Yes.
Well, it's funny because I know a thing or two about her you don't know. And Nico and Kamos, you do notice this.
Nico is going to wild shape into a brown bear.
In front of all of this crowd?
Yes. Yes.
Are you sure?
Well, it's not my character, so then I won't.
Okay.
If it was my character, I would do it, but I don't want to get in trouble. Okay, never mind. He's just going to walk over then.
I cast Hold Person.
Okay.
He's going to walk over and say, "Is there trouble here?"
Hang on a second here. I have a thing.
If she tries to get away, I will grapple her.
Oops. Female. Alright, Kamos on the party or the combat tracker, I added a female. Drop that old person. Alright, it works.
So I notice her go, but completely stiff.
Yes.
Then I will grab her and I will drag her over to the party, like kind of like we're walking together, as much as I can make it look like that.
And when you do that, or try to do that, 2 more blades appear at your throat from 2 other women.
I would be like, ladies, are you friends of Arcadia as well?
Answer her question. Where is she?
A question for a question.
You are in no room to negotiate here. We don't care about your life. I'll kill you right where you stand. We don't care. We want Arcadia.
Nicodemus says, "Go fuck yourself."
Are you sure?
Yeah, he says that, and he has his weapon ready.
All right, so these, when you say that, the two women who are not held throw back their cloaks, and they are in full Amazon regalia.
And
Corbin will yell out, "Zena!" And I'll point to the crowd and I'll say, and everyone in the crowd are like, "Look, it is Zena. She's come to perform for us."
Let me get
Do
a
the
map.
battle cry! Do the battle cry!
Let me get a map here, because I wasn't ready for that. Oops, not modules. Assets.
You must
City.
always expect the
Weapons.
unexpected.
Threatened our lives.
Come on. They're fighting. They're picked a fight with fucking Amazons. Oh, Lord, I got shit. City. Sorry, I was not expecting them to actually like escape this much, so I gotta get them out. Yeah, I should always be prepared for that kind of. But Steve isn't here, so I wasn't really,
You fool.
I mean,
yeah.
they did put a blade to his neck, so it's only normal that that Nicodemus would say would not be okay with someone harming his friend, threatening them at least.
I just wanted a question answered.
Yeah, but
I wanted them to answer a question first.
I don't think
funny,
they would rat out their friend.
I go to school. I've gone to school plenty of time, and people have asked me lots of questions. It never turns into, people don't pull knives on you when you don't answer the question.
Well, you just didn't go to the right school.
Yeah. Live in Detroit. Wait, you're from? you went? Yeah. Oh God. Okay, we're just gonna do it like this. We're actually gonna put a grid on this map.
And remember, this is like a Catholic girls' school too, so they probably all carry knives.
Are there guards? Is this like a busy place?
It is a busy place. People are kind of running now. So,
Well, no, I yelled out that it's a Zena show, so they should be running towards us.
Bam.
Oh
and
shit!
Bam.
They got really big versions of birds. That probably means they're high level.
And bam.
I'm big too.
And
Yeah,
bam.
look at those metal birds they got. They've got the big
And
versions.
I don't have that map yet.
bam.
Ah, for once it's not
and
Demetrius.
And we need to do this. And bam, bam. Bam.
Are we supposed to be
bam,
seeing that
bam.
map on the game board?
I just shared it to you.
Yeah, do you have the map of the city?
Yeah, it's just the city map.
Oh, okay. I don't see the one. Oh, okay, there. I gotta zoom in. There you go.
Right. And Nico's in the shed. There we go. Alright, so female 21.
Which one is held?
Camel Strapon female 5.
I think we can blame Arcadia for this one.
Yep.
Oops, 7, bam. Alright, so this one will attack Corbin here.
Corbin's in
Should've
bad
killed him.
shape. Corbin's going down.
Let's see here. Oh, ooh, alright, cool. Bam. You are not raging anymore.
No, I am not.
So, let me give you an extra high. So, you go down.
Mm-hmm.
And then, this one's going to walk up here.
As I fall, I'll say, Zena, why? I fall down.
and we'll attack Nico. Corbin, death save, please. All right. Female 5, so hold person. Did you put that on her?
I thought I did.
Do not see it.
Well, at first, if you don't succeed. Apply the effect again. Okay, yeah, so I just drag the this like that. Yeah.
There we go. Alright. Alright, so at the end of her turn, she gets another wisdom save. If you get to her, please.
Okay, is she still paralyzed? Does that mean I get an auto crit on her?
We will find out when Kamos gets her wisdom save. Ah, she is still paralyzed.
Okay, let's see. What does the most damage that I have? Ah, he doesn't have. Well, I am going to use my bonus action to cast Healing Word on Corbin. Top of a spell slot. Wild Shape. Let's see. It says, can I only use Wild Shape as a bonus action or also as a regular action?
I believe it's. Hang on, with him. He circled the moon, isn't he?
Oh.
Yeah, it's a bonus action for him because of his circle.
Alright, then I will use the Primal Savagery on the paralyzed woman.
Okay.
Will it auto crit if I do the damage?
Yep, hit the critical and damage.
Oh, I didn't hit the critical, so I'll just roll another dice. Same thing.
Okay.
And then I will return.
Come on.
So female 5 didn't go down immediately, right?
She did not.
Okay, and then I am going to firebolt her as well, or would that count as I'm going to firebolt. Right, it's trying to take one down, concentrate fire. So attack, aim at 5, cast firebolt.
And this should just be a normal attack. That's blocked.
Oh, it was? Okay. And I use Misty's Step to teleport on top of one of these buildings.
Okay.
I think I'm gonna go for this one right here. Or you can just climb up the stairs and get to this position, or you could say that for either of these two places. Yeah, well, right there. But I have just ran up there.
Yes.
Okay, then I do that.
Okay.
And that's my turn.
Number 12. Alright, so she is going to... Shit.
Corbin's playing dead still.
She's going to come... disengage. And come over this way.
She thinks I'm dead. Maybe.
Maybe she does, maybe she doesn't. She come up to Kamos and attack Kamos twice.
You're doomed.
She can attack him even though she disengaged.
Yes. Bonus action.
She has multiple levels of rogue.
Corbin.
Corbin will stand up. And I'm gonna yell out to the Amazon saying, "This is a mistake. Arcadia has just left us. She's gone on her way back to the palace."
Nicodemus is upset that you're ratting Arcadia out. He's like, what? Fuck these hags. Why are you saying that?
They're obviously Amazons.
So?
I think they're friends.
Yeah, I don't... yeah, not on my watch.
I will say, please stop fighting. Do you agree? Do they respond to me?
Agree.
So the one who is held person, she looks like she's the one in charge. The one who knocked you down looks at you and says, "Oh, now that you get your ass kicked, now you are willing to talk. I think you men need to be taught a lesson."
All right. This is which one? 21 or 12?
21's the one talking.
In that case, I will shove her to the ground. If I
Certainly
can.
Try.
Why does it say I'm grappled? Oh, I will stand up. Of course, I said that, I believe.
Double hit. Oh, you're still grappled from the mound.
So I will shove her to the ground if I can.
You do not. And you see her eyes flash angry.
Oh dear.
Where's my skills? I will bonus action second wind on myself. Wow.
Wow.
That was really impressive. I will rage because I'm really angry. And I will attempt to run away.
What the fuck? Nicodemus just stuck up for you at Arcadia and you're leaving him?
Alright, she will attack you.
Nicodemus will remember that.
Oops, and you run over there. Demetrius isn't here. 12. We'll attack Amos. First, she's going to do this. Attack Amos.
Bloody feminists.
Oh. Oh. Give it up, human. Can you... Oh, wait. Female 21. Corbin ran over there. She's going to go after Corbin. So, Nico, if you want to hit her, you can.
He doesn't.
Okay.
Yeah. He's a dwarf. He's not good at it.
I'm down again.
And then for good measure, she's gonna hit you again.
Oh, she's gonna try and kill me.
Pissed her off. Really? So that was 25. Then come back over here. Female 5, can you drop her save on her, please, Kamos?
So where do I start rolling up my new character?
Okay. Let's see. She's human 5. Try that again. Am I doing the wrong? Oh yeah, I'm doing the wrong spell. Yeah, that one.
That's what happens when you pick a fight with Amazon. They just wanted some information. Ooh, she is no longer paralyzed, but that's the end of her turn. So, Nico and Kamos, you would kind of see her start to move a little bit.
Nico raises his hand. He says, all right, you got what you wanted. You beat him up. You know where Arcadia is. The guards are on their way.
So,
You want to fight everyone in this entire city?
no. We just wanted some information, and then you decided to be assholes about it. So you men needed to be taught a lesson.
Maybe you shouldn't get information at the tip of a knife.
Maybe you guys need to learn some manners when talking to your betters.
And you see that Nico is growing annoyed. He say, do you have enough? Or are you gonna leave? Or are you gonna set this through? Because we work for Pythor.
And are all men the same between their species? I swear.
All right, if you insist on fighting, then you leave me no choice. He turns into a brown bear
Okay.
as a bonus action. And as an action, he is going to claw attack her.
Okay. And you see no reaction from when you transformed.
Okay. I'm going to try and shove, what's this? Amazonian number 12, with my telekinesis.
Nice.
She's got stairs behind her, so hopefully.
Ooh, she does. She falls off the stairs.
Okay. And I cast Magic Missile on... We've got... I'm gonna change my target to 5. I can still see her, right? Through the bear? I do have height, right?
Yes.
Okay. And where is Magic Missile? Magic Missile... And so... 1... I get 4 of these?
3 for a first level spell.
2, 3. Okay, and let's see. I am going to how I move here. How much of a jump is it down to these stairs?
5 feet.
So then I jump down there.
Okay.
And I'll call that my turn.
Alright, so at the start of her turn, Bear, Nico, and Kamos, you see one of these creatures come flying. It looks a lot like something that your friend Arcadia has used before, or her new little pet. This one's like a little bit bigger. It'll come flying over and like chitter chat a little bit, and she will say something in a language you guys do not understand, and she will disengage, or not disengage, but she will start going through this gate. And she is gone. Corbin, death save, please.
Corbin dies. Nope, I live.
Let's fight another day, maybe. Bear Nico.
Alright, if you strike Corbin down, you won't like what comes in his place.
Nico is going to disengage back with Kamos. So I want to, move back over here. With a disengage action.
Okay.
And that's his turn.
Alright, so this lady, she'll put her cloak back on and smile as she leaves and says, "That's what I thought." 40, and then she's gonna have another one to go. Yeah, she's going to.
Oh my god.
Camus.
Tasha's hideous laughter.
Okay. Okay. She fails.
Okay.
Yeah, and you notice that Nicodemus is waving his paw, like, stop fucking around, Kamos, let's go.
Okay, you know what? At that point, then I just start walking away. You know what?
You
do more than
dickhead.
what? I already did it. So, yeah, going through you would just cost too much movement. So yeah, I'm just gonna move there and call it done.
All right. So did you
You can do it.
did you cast it on her?
Yeah.
Okay. Drop it on her, please.
Ah.
Pissed her off, dude.
Yeah,
Or-
yeah.
The opposite.
Gotta figure out. I've got. I accidentally closed the field. There it is. Effect.
And keep in mind, your friend. Oh, actually, I guess you couldn't really see Corbin because he's around the corner.
Yeah. we never saw that he went down, we just saw him run away around the corner.
That is
Yep,
true.
you'll probably never see Corbin again. It's highly likely at this point.
You know what? Can I change my action? I haven't even really ended my turn yet.
Into.
So, I'm gonna run back and check out for Corbin. I remember.
Okay, so are you going to cast the spell still? Still
I
do
still
it to her?
casted the spell. Yeah.
Okay, just making sure.
You see a little pair of gnome legs twitching.
25, 30 feet. And that's my turn.
Alright.
I am one roll away from death.
She is laughing. Can you drop her save on her, please? She is no longer laughing, but she's still on the ground. Camus.
Go to Corbin and I've never tried to heal somebody before. It's not usually my jam.
Do you have a healer's kit? Do you have a healer's kit?
Or a healing potion.
Yeah, I have a healing potion. I give it to him.
You have to pour it down his throat hole.
Yeah, yeah. So
Oof, that's close. He has one death save away, and his turn was next. From being permakilled.
I already survived one roll on permakilled.
seem like not usually my jam. I'm going to be in the Actions tab, right?
No. Go to Actions tab and scroll down to Potions,
Okay, yeah, got it.
and then the first one dropped onto them.
Doesn't that say heal self or?
There's two. You should see two. One. The one that doesn't say self dropped onto him.
Oh, that's the wrong one for starters. Okay, well, of all people to get healed, I accidentally healed the woman who, no hard feelings. So if we could just undo that,
Oops.
and I'm now going to do the right thing to.
But it's
I just healed him.
just a regular.
Thank you.
But it's just a regular one, right?
Yes.
Yeah, I dropped
It was
onto him.
more like when I realized that I was, I grabbed the wrong healing potion. I tried to just drop it on the table, but since I had female 5 targeted.
That's
Alright,
no
but
worries.
either way. So that's my turn.
All right.
Are we out of combat right now?
You are not. She is no longer incapacitated. So she will stand up. Oh, and actually, when you went over to heal him, you do see guards approaching, like, rather hastily. So you can see this woman also stand up, put her cloak over her face, and say, "Tell your friend, Ileana says hello," as she leaves. Pretty.
Bye, Ileana.
Bye, Zena.
And she is also gone. Now you guys are out of combat.
Alright. Well, that was fun. I thought this evening was going to be kind of boring, but wow, I'm really spiced up.
Nico is also going to the palace.
He's just fucking up.
Yeah, Corbin joins him. That was ridiculous.
I got a hard stop at 12:30, and that's now.
Yep.
Anything you want to do before we get going? I get going?
Get a long rest.
Oh, yeah, please. Let's put that at the top of the list.
Yeah, give me guys. All right, so you're passing out. I'm assuming probably have a chat with Arcadia in the morning, but we can handle that next week.
Sounds good.
Make sure roll your port and die now, so I won't forget.
Ooh, a 4.
And a 7.
That's a good one.
Yeah.
All right, well, that is it. That went a little unexpected, so that's cool. Yeah, thanks, guys, and next week.
That was a good game. Thanks much.
Yes, sir.
Wow.
Yes,
Yeah, can you keep the table up for a little bit?
I will. Take the grid off. All right, stream. So thanks for hanging out. I went a little bit different than I thought it would. I was not expecting this little fight to happen, but that was fun. So tomorrow night we'll be here. Tomorrow night at 7:30 Central, playing some Deadlands. Those guys are kind of in a precarious spot too. And then next Sunday back here at 8:30 a.m. Hopefully I will be back in my house with my camera and my stream deck, because I really miss my stream deck. But thanks guys for hanging out. If you missed any of this episode, you can find it on YouTube tomorrow, right there. And yeah, thanks for the subs, Brogar, and the resub, Brogar, and for the heart attack, Brogar. And we will see you guys next week. Or tomorrow night, actually. Shit. And now I need to push this button and